Hello, and we are talking about fearlessness this month. And I just wanted to share a story about how I helped one of my clients be fearless. I had a client come to me who was also a physician, and she was working at a position where she was not validated or recognized or even appreciated for the work that she was doing. But she had a very big fear of leaving. Her fear was that because she had not passed her board examinations, that she would not be able to get another job. And it seemed that this job knew that. They knew that she didn't have all of the credentials it would take to get a whole lot of other jobs, so she didn't have many choices. And they treated her like she didn't have many choices. They really took advantage of her. And this was starting to really weigh on her self-esteem. It was weighing on her health. It was just weighing on her overall well-being. So as she shared this with me over the course of our coaching sessions, she really wanted to be fearless enough to step into the unknown, not knowing if she would be able to get another job, not knowing if her licenses and her board certification would stand in her way. She had turned into somebody that she didn't recognize because the experience had sucked a lot of the life out of her. It had taken away a lot of the passion. She had forgotten her dreams and buried them because she felt like this was the only thing that she could do to take care of herself, to take care of her family, and that this was her only option and her only choice. And a lot of times what we do in coaching is to help you see that there are always more choices. I remember my coach telling me that in any given situation, there's always at least 3 choices. And it's our job as the coach to help you see what those other 3 choices are. So I was so proud of her because she found 3 choices. She found more than 3 choices for herself, but she found several choices of other things that she could do and paths she could pursue where she would be appreciated, where her work wouldn't go unnoticed, where she was not being taken advantage of. And she stepped out there on faith. It was scary. It required a lot of flexibility. It required her to travel. It required her to believe in herself again in a way that she hadn't in a long time. But she stepped out there and she did it. And it wasn't a fairy tale ending because when everything came back around, she didn't stay in the place that she thought she was going to stay when she stepped out. She did end up going back to her original position, but she went back as somebody that they appreciated. She went back with a raise. She went back with a position, a higher position. They realized how much they appreciated her once she left and once she was gone. And her being fearless enough to say goodbye, to say no, to step out there, to leave was just the shift that they needed to be able to give her what it was that she deserved. So even though she didn't stay out there in the deep, she took the leap, and the leap paid off handsomely for her. So she was able to go back to take care of a patient population that she adored, that she loved. She always loved the patients she took care of. It was just the administration who was taking advantage of her that she didn't love. She went back, she was able to set her own terms, and she was able to regain herself. She was able to find who she was authentically and what her passion is and weave that into a new position that she took. So that's just an example of someone who chose fearlessness over fear and how it worked out for them. I would love to hear some of your examples of fearlessness. Feel free to share. Take care.